Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Squeeze through there. So, now, obviously, you can see basically this whole thing's done. Because technology sucks. Ooh, it sucks so bad, see? This was not supposed to happen. This was the final part. We're gonna breeze through this, and we were breezing through it. We got to reveal so many secrets of the Desert Rave story, but let's just let it go. We're gonna go do this again. We're gonna pretend we'll give it another coat. We'll give it another coat. We'll give it a second coat, but just to show you, I did some improvements. I did some more coating on the reds up here to make those pop and on the eggs. And I did some light orange. I put some white into the orange to make that A better. And then see the E and the H. I improved those with more light in the pink. I don't know why I didn't think about it before, but so. And then the orange on the U, did the same thing like I did to the A. So you can see it a lot better. It's really popping. It's really popping. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So obviously you can see that we actually were on the right track with following sort of that pattern that I originally wanted to do of doing every other letter. So you can see that it was going great. So that's pretty dry. So we'll go ahead and just go over them again. Because you could always use a second coat. You know, that's the pink. That's the light pink. Well, I say light pink, but it's not really light pink. It's the princess pink, but I put white in it to make it lighter so it would actually pop. You can actually see it. So I got my soapy water, I got my brushes. So we'll just hop right in. Let's just get banging this thing out. Here we go. It's a nice globular stroke. There we go. Oh, okay. Just moving right into it. Got everything prepared. We got some paints that definitely dried. We got some paint skins, putting skins on these things, but that's quite all right. Roll with them punches. So I know we left off with the the girls, the desert dwellers, the ones. We got the Polly and the chocolatier girls. So let me just step back. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I did some adjustments on the positioning too. It may be looking up a little bit more. It might be looking like you're in the first row of the theater, which that's gonna be good though when you have it's like a. You know, it's like a sci-fi, big budget, blockbuster summer, blockbuster like Waterworld or something that you really want to be. It's like you want to be in the water. You want to taste that salt. You want to taste that ocean breeze. Like I'm gonna let go of that ocean breeze. I didn't mess up some on the order of these. That ocean breeze, elusive. But I wanted to have this plenty exposed, so when we put this up here at the end, and we'll talk about, you know, what's coming up for episode 4. So. The next color is just simply red. See, like I was saying before, that you know, I'm taking them to, you know, it's an hour outside of town. It's in another state. They don't have a cooler or freaking a tent or sleeping bags or anything. And I didn't bring anything because I thought, you know, they told me that there'd be sort of like a facility, sort of they're gonna have some kind of setup. Like there was nothing to worry about, basically. They said. So that's exactly what I did. I didn't worry. I trusted them with all my heart, full face. You know, it's like faithfully I trusted them. So we'll jump back to that. We'll jump over to that other palette with the light orange in there. We got things flying all over the place. It's not my aggressive attitude. Because of anger from the. Missing a whole freaking hour of recording. It was because happiness. We gotta stay happy, man. I guess you can always redo it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. We're getting dimensional with this. I got plenty on there already. I'm just obviously we already did these, but this is this. See, things happen for a reason because this is gonna look even freaking cooler now. So I'm actually glad that happened. So all right, so we finally get to the rave thing, and it's luckily, you know, like I said, I had the Chevy Cobalt, I didn't have no Range Rover or something, you know, I didn't have no off-road vehicles, so luckily it wasn't too rough of a drive. My 80,000 mile tires made it. Was like a charm. So, but the parking was horrible. It's like nobody carpooled except me and these two girls. It's like everybody has their own car except them. But I was, you know, being a gentleman. I brought them. You know, it's okay. I agreed. I wanted to have fun. That's my plan, was to have fun. So the parking's just, you know, it's the drizzling poops. It's dark as heck. It's like you got these guys trying to direct cars. There's no lines because this is a desert lot. It's just like a bare bones, like this freaking show. It's a bare butt desert. Probably just the Walmarts are now. Because I mean, what else were they doing with the space? They weren't doing nothing with it, except apparently charging kids to come onto the land because they charged $20. I had to sign up for this card. It was like it's like a Sam's Club, like what is a Sam's Club card? It's like a punch card, like a Desert Rave punch card. You buy 10 Desert Raves, you get your 11th Desert Rave free. I mean, that's what pops into my head. All right, so yellow's next. We still got some viable yellow here in the corner. It's very globular, very viscous. Some of these paints, they have a sort of a matte finish, and some have a glossy finish. It's like matte, you know, it's flat. It's weird. It feels dry. It feels rough. It's a matte finish. That sounds like another one of those pro wrestlers. It's like very viscous versus matte finish. The Survivor Series, 99. All right, so light green. So we'll go get one of these other brushes that we got dried over here. So we're just moving right along with these. Doing much better, more efficient with these brushes here. All right, so just gotta dig onto the surface. See, look at that. It's not very pretty, but you know, neither is painting. It gets messy sometimes. Boom, got it. Got a nice little glob here, so boom. So obviously, well, we gotta get those. I don't know what those are called on the F, but the little things, little equal signs off the posts of the F, I guess, if you will. So I gotta sign up for this freaking Desert Rave card. I don't know. It's like maybe they just want to get me part of their, like a mailing list or something. I don't know. Maybe they're running a multi-level marketing scheme or something. But I spent $20. I already spent $20 on gas. I spent $20 to get into a plot of land that's basically like, it seemed like it would be free. Like you just any time of the day you just go in there. I mean, maybe they'd shoot you. I don't know. It was Arizona, so. And then I had to sign a waiver. Like, what's next? What am I signing up for? What did I sign up for with this? It's like it was all about signing away all liability to the landowners for any harm that may come to us. It's like, what did I get myself into? It's like, is this like a hostile situation? Are you gonna torture us? For funsies or something? So that's mostly done. I don't want to mess up because that got really globular, but we can jump into this dark green out of the tea. That could use some more work. So it's like I thought, because when we pulled, I was thinking it was for the rattlesnakes, because when we pulled up, I heard this rattling. I thought I was gonna get bit, but apparently it's just a drum circle. Yeah, there was. And we finally get in. I signed the waiver. Like, screw it. Yeah, I always agree to terms anyway with all these other things online. I didn't even question it, sadly. I know it's sad, but you should question everything, right? Should we go in there? See, that could have been disastrous. Had some paint on my freaking pinky there, so make sure that's rubbed off and dried off. It's okay. Got plenty of dark green here, so Yeah, that's looking cool, because it's giving it like, it's like 3D, almost. It's like 3D water world in the front row or something, I don't know. So, yeah, so it was, apparently the rattling was from a drum circle, so, but I don't know what scared me more, it was like the rattlesnakes or a drum circle. So, we're gonna skip that one because that's super globular, it's still wet as heck. We're gonna go into the, yeah, that's the light blue. That's the light blue, or yes, it's light blue and then pale blue after that. They're very similar, but they're very different. See, that's light blue and that's pale blue. Which makes sense because it's obviously a lighter blue, so it's pale compared to just a simple light blue. So, keep putting this lid on, man. I'm afraid of these drying colors. So we go in, you know, this drum circle. It looks like a cluster of Dave Matthews and Marilyn Manson and Tiesto fans. It's an eclectic mix. Surely. Yeah, see, I'm doing that again, see? It's the light blue, and then that's the freaking light blue. That's light blue, and that's pale blue. Yeah, see? It's tricky, man. It's tricky. It's risky business. Oh yeah, it's like butter, baby. Yes, like butter. Peanut butter babies. Peanut butter babies. Peanut butter jelly time. All right, so, and of course the next one is the pale blue. So we'll just jump right in with the same brush because heck, they're close enough anyway as it is. So they introduced me to some of their friends. Some Tiesto, Marilyn Manson, Motorhead, Nine Inch Nails. I don't know, I'm just equating it to music because that's just, those music videos popped in my head from those artists when I saw them. They're, you know, nice people, obviously. It's like everyone was there to have a good time. I gotta open this sucker back up. And then, well, what's really cool is they introduced me to this girl. Her name was Violin Girl. I don't even know if that was her legal name, you know. But if anything, she should go to a court of law and have it changed officially to Violin Girl, because that's a cool name. She was nice. She just had like her violin just sort of strapped over her back like a traveling musician. She might have lived there, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's try these a little bit. So we move off to wander around, and somehow I lose track of them. I don't even know where the girls go. I'm just walking around looking just for some kind of drink or food. Like they said there would be concessions. They said there'd be booths with food and beverages, and I was thinking there'd be, let me just step back and make a check on this. I was thinking there's gonna be like fancy kind of like, you know, artisan food dishes, like maybe some kebabs or some type of wraps. Maybe even if they were veggie wraps, I would have tried them. I wanted to try some wraps. Maybe a face painting booth. I was really hoping, you know, maybe a Desert Rave 2015, something with some stars, sort of like maybe a kiss face or something. But there was none of that. There was nothing to be found to satiate hunger or thirst. And it was even, there was this guy, he was bringing around freaking, oh no, here we go again. So you're getting that ocean breeze and those, I just already went through this ordeal completely in a vacuum because there was nothing even being recorded. So that's mint green. Oh, that is ocean breeze, yes. Yes. Turquoise, or Atlantis, and then ocean breeze, yes. This is Atlantis. There we go, boom. It's got just texture, it's got three-dimensionality. So I'm freaking starving, I'm looking for, there's one guy, he has one orange. He offers it to me. That's how nice these people are. He offers me his last orange. I was really tempted to take it, but I was like, no, I can't take your last orange, dude. That's your last freaking orange. Like, how? I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. I'm probably not going to sleep at all tonight because there's nowhere to sleep. You ever slept in the back of a Chevy Cobalt? I've done other things in the back of a Chevy Cobalt, but I've never slept. So, the ocean breeze, baby. But I was mistaken for mint green. Mint green and ocean breeze have a similarity to them like no other. So yeah, there's no wraps, there's no smoothies, there's no nothing. It's like I was thinking about digging in the desert in the hole for water or something. Like maybe there's a stream, maybe there's an underground stream somewhere. You know, it's like there was. Then I'd look over and I'm walking by. There's like it was like a cast reunion of Naked and Afraid. It's like I was afraid at that point because I never seen so many drum circles. I mean, we talk about a few Guinness records on this show, like the colonoscopy, youngest colonoscopy, the longest wine walk without spilling it. We talk about Guinness records on here, but that was definitely, I should have called Guinness because that was definitely a record for the most drum circles in a 50-mile radius. I'll tell you that much. Like they definitely had to have some water because that was definitely a lot of endurance because it went all night. It went all night, let me tell you. Not only was it the most drum circles, it was probably basically the longest drum circle ever. So obviously this O got real crazy. We got really messed up with this O. I think I was thinking about the drum circles then, the world record setting drum circles. So I'm walking around, people are just shoving spaghetti flavored cigarettes down my throat left and right, just willy-nilly, just overly generous. I thought they were going to suppress my appetite, but it was just the exact opposite. I was starving like heck, so I would have ate a squirrel or, you know, that was another thing. I thought maybe the waiver was for like maybe stepping into Prairie Dog Burrow. I was thinking I would eat a Prairie Dog right now. I'm so hungry. So this guy, he must have knew that there was a lack of food because he was like a pure businessman. He was taking advantage of it. I mean, he offered me a mint. I mean, and I was desperate, so I was like, sure. It's a $20 mint though. It's like, how are you gonna charge $20 for mint? It's just like Woodstock 99 with the water situation. Charging $4 for water during a time in life when it probably should have only been maybe $1.50, maybe $2 the most, maybe. So we're gonna jump into the dark purple. This is good because this one could use another coat. So yeah, so I was like, I'm so hungry. I was like, I'll eat for this mint. Will probably help. And he said it was a curiously strong mint. It definitely was a curiously strong mint. I mean, this was no Altoid. It was much stronger than an Altoid. Let me tell you, it must have had some kind of foreign sort of Middle Eastern, European sort of highly potent sort of essential oil in it because that thing was
beyond minty.
It was insane how minty this thing was. It definitely took away my hunger. It was like I had swallowed a sun or something. I had this radiating energy. I was just like, yeah, this is definitely curiously strong. Like, where did you get this mint? Where are you?
We're mint wizard.
So, getting the light purple now. So, this could use another coat too, so listen to that. Got much better at painting S's. There we go. So I've gotten that Daft Punk touch that takes some time to learn. Now see, it's still novice painting though, because quite frankly, it looks like crap. You definitely don't want to see this up close. People are kind of wanting some zoom ins and some close-ups, but definitely don't want to see this up close. I've said it again. I'll reiterate it 1,000 times. So I'm just walking around, just wondering where these girls went to. Like I thought they were like a skinwalker grabbed them or something. Maybe that was what the liability waiver was for skinwalkers. The skinwalker liability waiver. I should have read the fine print, but it's hard to when it's pitch black. There's no moon out, and someone's got a head flashlight shining down some horribly worded Word document that was printed out haphazardly. So, O's the next one. And the next color is, well, we're going back. We gotta go right back around to the pink. We got a pink O. Got pink O right there. So, pink O tigers. We just step back here. This is actually really nice. I really like the way they alternate. And we did it right this time. As you can see, there's not any back-to-back colored letters. They're all not like frickin' that one. That was silly. It was silly of me not paying attention. That heat wave smells like heat. So, get this O. So I don't know where the heck this girl is. These both of them, but then all of a sudden, it's like this huge show starts. Everybody's spinning around fire. We got poi, we got flaming hula hoops. People like on flaming rollerblades, which maybe I was just imagining that. I don't know at the time. But man, it was intense. I saw the chocolatier girl. She was swinging around poi. It was like all of a sudden she's got like these different clothes on. It was like I was at a Cirque du Soleil in the desert. Like, this is pretty cool. See, this mint is really helping my enjoyment. I'm glad it helped my appetite there. So, alright, so we'll move on to a red. I'm going back to red. A red tea. Are you red tea? Red E, red tea. Those are fun. Those little sort of paint and letter jokes. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was like, you got the chocolatier girl with her poi thingies, and which I thought were with barbecue, and then I was thinking of poi, and I started getting hungry again. And then I got the Polly, she's got her flaming hula hoops on this thing, and she's doing it around her arms. And we got violin girl on the top of this dome thing, in bikini and combat boots, just rocking away with her violin. It was hooked up to some amp, obviously, because I was like, there's no way we would hear that violin through the drum circle. There's no way. So you got drum circles, you got violin girls, you got flaming hoops, you got guys. There was guys like in thongs doing flaming hoops too. It's like, I just smell like burnt flesh everywhere. I'm just getting hungry. And yeah, it's like violin girl. She's on top of this. It was like one of those metal jungle gym things they used to have, but it was like even bigger. It was like 3 times bigger. It had like this white mesh sort of tarp or something on it. And yeah, so apparently these things were supposed to be, there was like 7 other ones that weren't even finished. It was the only one that was finished. So come to find out, these things were supposed to be for the entire weekend, and it was just like the lack of food and water and these half-finished habitats. It was my own personal freaking fire fest. It was so stupid. It was ridiculous. Like, I spent $20 for this. I spent $20 to, but I mean, it was at that moment where I was just, this is actually really the coolest time ever. I mean, the stars, I looked up, the stars really looked like the horoscopes. Like, look, I see crabs, I see lions, I see tigers, bears, oh my. I see an archer. I mean, I was seeing all kinds of stuff in the sky. I was like, these constellations are legit. These constellations are legit, son. So we're going through the light orange and the other palette. So but by this point, yeah, I was just looking around. I was looking at the Tiesto fans and the Marilyn Manson and Dave Matthews fans, and I I didn't even feel like I ever needed to eat again. I just thought, this is all I ever need, is the love from the Dave Matthews and Tiesto fans. It'll satiate me for the rest of my eternity. At least that's how I felt at the time. It was kind of short-lived, but the show was so good. I guess it was just, I started just getting tired. I was making my way back to the car. I just totally lost track of, people were shoving more spaghetti flavored cigarettes down my throat, and it seemed like they had no effects on me at that point, but there was really nothing else to do. Oh wait, yeah, actually that one's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. I just need that little texture. So yeah, it was just like, I'm trying to find my way back to the car, which again, the parking lot's horrible. It's pitch black. I think my phone's dead at this point. I have no flashlight, no light whatsoever. And it's like this, looks like a robot Cyclops. It was the guy with the hat, the light on his head though. He gave me some light. I found my way back to the car, and I'm looking over and I finally see the chocolatier girl. I was trying to tell her, I was like, did you have one of those mints? Did you get one of those mints? They were a lot like your chocolate, but like 100 times more curiously strong. And she's walking around, she's got this black cloth thing on, it's like a robe. I was like, she just looked like a Dark Lord of the Sith. I was like, what in the world happened to you? It's like, hey, chocolatier. She just looks over, like super weird, and just looks back, and like, she was hella Blair Witched out. So I was like, forget that mess. I'm gonna just hang out in my car. It was got down to 60 degrees. I mean, I was still on top of the world. It's like that mint was just had me warm and fuzzy, and then it got really freaking cold though. Before you knew it, I'm in the car, it's in the back seat. I rummaged up and found some, I don't even know where I got it from. It's just some dusty, it was like some dusty poncho or something. So we're gonna do the D next, and it's the dark yellow, or regular yellow. We're just gonna do yellow. We're gonna have to put some more in there because it's really just not gonna work like we want. So I'm gonna put that in the wash and the rinse. So I'm in my car, freaking bundled up with some kind of dirty, dusty poncho, and I even pulled the seats back down because it was so cold. I thought maybe the seats would help me stay warm, which was totally not a good idea because the trunk is completely not insulated. I just made it colder in the car. So we did a regular yellow. So yeah, it's bright yellow. Definitely don't need them a lot at all. Just a little squirt, a little drizzle yellow. And we'll finish this D. So yeah, so it's like, I'm freezing in my car, and I reach down, I find a ball of water. I'm like, gosh, hallelujah. I mean, who knows how old this water was? It was probably like at least 2 weeks old. I mean, I probably got all kinds of like phthalates from the plastic, like microplastics in the freaking water after sitting there in the, I mean, it's just toward the end of summer, but it was that, we were in an area where it was just, I think it was like late September, so it got really cold in this area at night. But the bottom line was, I'm sitting there drinking 3-week-old water, hoping maybe I could find some, like an old Cliff Bar or something in there, maybe. That would have probably been the only time a Cliff Bar would have tasted good because I was so starving. But look, so we actually did it. We did it right. We alternated every letter. We went through the color spectrum. So There's a little smudgy there, a little blue smudgy, but it's okay. So we're gonna use some finishing touches, and because I saw this thing and it inspired me, I'm gonna color that thing and that thing right there. And then, oh, see, we're knocking down the outrageous orange. Outrageous. Living on the edge there, that paint's on the edge, man. So, we'll color those two thingies, and then I'm gonna put the blue, yellow, red, right? I wanna follow that same pattern as the painter over there. So I'm gonna do blue, yellow, red. I'm gonna fill those holes with blue, yellow, reds, and then do some sort of sunshine rays, because what took long before, I was waking up in the back of my Cobalt, still freezing, still thirsty, still hungry, to the sound of drum circles still going. It's crazy. Again, record setting, Guinness record setting drum circles. They had to have blisters at that point. I mean, at that point I thought they were maybe just, they had set up some robot, or like some kind of, it was like a science thing where they set up sort of a perpetual drum machine or something, because it was incessant. It did help me fall asleep though, somewhat. So I wake up and it's just like, the sun is the brightest it's ever been. I mean, it's, especially with this sensitivity, it was ridiculous. It was almost unbearable. So I'm gonna do, let's see. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the yellow. I got some yellow in here, so it'll be a perfect amount to fill these little dilly-dallies up. They're sort of mini forest crowns. It's kind of like spiritually the same as that, but just smaller versions. So I get sort of a smaller one of the small ones. Smaller one of the small ones. Makes a lot of sense, I know. So I'm walking around just looking for, like, I was like, I'm just leaving, man. It's like, I'm the hungriest I've ever been in my life. Things seem to sort of be more melancholy. I mean, I had the craziest dreams that night. The face painting booths and Cirque du Soleil fire dancers. It was like I watched Cirque du Soleil, but it was like without water. Instead of water, it was fire. The remnants of, it was sort of a low-budget Burning Man sort of section of the rave, where it was like Flaming Boy, more so. But I mean, you know, it's low budget, it's bare bones, just like this show. So I'm not gonna make fun. I'm just pointing it out. It's my opinion. It's just my opinion, man. So it's, I'm freaking hungry, starving, looking for these girls because, like, I didn't want to be rude and just leave them because who knows, maybe a skinwalker got one of them or something. Although I was more scared of the one girl with the Dark Lord of the Sith girl. But then that was made me think, like, when I got up there was dust everywhere, like just sand and dust everywhere. Like I totally get why Anakin turned to the dark side. I totally get why Anakin Skywalker turned to the dark side. It wasn't love gone wrong. No, it was all like stupid sand and dust. It gets everywhere. It really does get everywhere. Let me tell you, it really does get everywhere. I'm glad I wasn't wearing good shoes. I'm glad I had some sort of hand-me-down, sort of 2-year-old shoes. Alright, so gonna get a brush. We're gonna get some blue, some primary blue, and some yellow and red in there. So we're gonna try to get globular because, well, for one, I want these colors to stand out. I want them to stand out. They're sort of very globular shape. Again, they're not necessarily what you would think of when you think of holes. feel like I should probably have done a lighter shade of blue, because sometimes blue just looks black, it's like the purple, it's just a little too dark, but once that dries, it's fine. It's fine. That's what we're for, fine. It's fine. So I'm just walking around, just looking for the girls, and once you know it, there's the chocolatier girl. She totally just, she's no longer a Blair Witch. She's no longer a Dark Lord of Sith. She came back to the light. I mean, she must have slept like a baby. I don't know what, because I felt like heck. I was just, and then she came out of a tent. She came out of a tent like she found some guy. Apparently she knew people with a place to actually sleep. They called themselves the Ironing Board Mafia. I was like, are you guys really into Mafia? Are you guys in Costa Nostra? They were just like, no, we're just part of the show, that's our name. Huh. They're like DJs and, like, you gonna see us play tonight? I was like, nope, I'm out of here as soon as possible. Like, hey, chocolatier, it's okay if I leave Polly, right? I'm just gonna leave Polly because she's, I think, she's a skinwalker daughter. I don't know. And she said, no, she was okay. She knew exactly where she was at. And everything was fine, so. But the great thing was they had food and beverage. I had bacon and beer. It was cool. It was the best. I never had beer that early. I mean, maybe still from the previous night where you're kind of going on a bender, I guess, but that's few and far between those kind of days. But it's hard. You can't burn the candle at both ends. You can, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle. The life of the candle will not be shortened. But don't burn both candles at both ends, or don't burn candle at both ends. It's very rare that you can't anyway. It's very rare that there's a wick on the other side of the candle. You have to really cut that candle strategically. It'd be tricky to get that second wick. So just don't burn the candle at both ends. Get some more red in here, so. Oh, that looks nice. I would just leave it like that. That's what I was sort of, it's just a nice sort of perfect blob, and it's like I really wish I could have got the blue one like that. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it over with this brush. Yeah, see, I mean, you can. It's like the idea was to make it look sort of like a jewel. You know, a jewel. Not the singer, but just a regular old jewel, a gemstone. But this is the garden crown. This is the forest crown. It's the forest crown. That's what it's called. It's the fairy crown. So it's for fairies. Fairies like gemstones, right? I mean, Tinkerbell, she had an obsession with, she had an obsession with Peter Pan, actually, not gemstones, but if they were the same size when they were together, then she would definitely eventually obsess over a stone, you know, putting a ring on it or something, probably. I bet fairies they're really into marriage too, I bet, or commitments. So yeah, beer and bacon, babies. They gave me some sunglasses, because I was basically just walking around with my eyes closed, because it's luckily it was a little overcast, because I don't even think I would have been able to drive home, even with the sunglasses. So I never heard from Polly again. I mean, maybe a skinwalker did get her, I don't know. No, seriously, she was okay. Skinwalker didn't get her. She didn't get bit by a rattlesnake or nothing like that. Yeah, she was basically just, I don't know, I think she had too many mints. They were curiously strong and she had too many. Oh yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some final touches. This is gonna be pretty cool because we're gonna go ahead and do this dark orange. I mean, actually, I like the light orange. We're gonna do light orange. We could do dark orange and light orange. Screw it. Screw it. Screw it. Just need the right brush. Alright, so I'm gonna go old school with one of these sort of half-inch brushes. We're just gonna go in, just jump in, and just have fun with this. This one's way drier than I thought. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's just see how it goes on. We're not touching this. We're just gonna get some. Let's see. We want some sense of synchronicity and some sort of pattern. So I'm gonna try not to make these like perfect. I definitely want some more color. So okay, so this isn't exactly what I was picturing, but we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna kind of just freestyle. We're just gonna see where this goes, where this takes us. That's about as globular as you're gonna see on this show. It's gonna be a little bit more sort of, like I said, in a way, like this is gonna be a little bit more of a representation of some of the more of the works we'll be doing in the future, where it's just we can sort of have fun. We're just not worrying about making sure we spell something right or get the angles right, because we just want to get things on there. We just want to get things on the canvas, and then we can play with it from there, you know. So get one more thing in here. See, I'm sure you can see sort of the idea where it's lead, sort of like radiating, you know. It's a solar radiation, radial energy, just like from that curiously strong mint. I think we'll just go ahead and start from down here. It went from like the mean. There we go. See, it doesn't have to be exactly the same as over there. That's the fun part. I mean, this is kind of random sort of flow, like of energy. It's just radiating. It's like, it's not perfect. It doesn't. So now I want more coverage over there. I'm getting 5G coverage. I'm only getting LTE coverage over there. But it's okay. Trying to make, you know, be efficient with the usage of paint. See, this one is, it's funny, the further you go, the better things kind of get, because it's like, oh, I kind of half mastered that technique there by doing it 3 times. Okay, yeah, see? Now, what's gonna suck is when I'm gonna put some more orange on here, and it's not gonna have the same consistency because it's not as dry as this. And this is incredibly dry. Like I said, it's like it's like a paste, almost. Okay, so we can get, let's see, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can probably get one more in there, and then, yeah, we got some good globby orange there. Let's try to get that back on the brush. We want to utilize that globby orange. A little too globby. It's dry. It's dry as heck. It's as dry as my mouth was at the Desert Rave before I got that curiously strong mint. It took all pain away, but then I just thought about the universe. Like, I don't remember Altoids doing that. I don't remember Altoids making everything so profound. So, all right, we'll go ahead and we're gonna do a different brush. Actually, we may just keep it like that. It's actually pretty sweet like that. So, actually, no, see, I want to do just a little bit of yellow, because orange and yellow, it's happiness. I mean, I feel like we need just a little bit more emphasis on those colors in the center. Just got set back look sometimes, so Polly, she never called me back. I never saw her again. That was okay. I didn't see her again, actually, until she was moving into the chocolatier's house, of all places. I guess she couldn't sell any of them stories. She had to get a roommate, so I helped her move in. She gave me this painting. The last time I saw the chocolatier was, well, she invited me to this bar. It was like, it really wasn't my kind of bar, really, but they had some karaoke, so I was like, I'll do karaoke. The guy wouldn't put me up for nothing. It's like, I guess he just really doesn't like Weird Al. It's like, he wouldn't put me up until I put in a freaking flock of seagulls. Then I went up there immediately. He's like using his phone to record it and everything. There's guys and dongs dancing against me. It was like the Desert Rave, but indoors, kind of. And it's like I'm looking over, and it's like everybody's getting like free treats, like free something out of this jar. I was like, I looked over, and it's like they're giving away freaking free ramen flavor packets. Like, that's pretty cool. It's like, what kind of bar just randomly gives away ramen flavor packets? It's like, why didn't you tell me it was ramen flavor packet night? But it wasn't. It was condoms, actually. It was contraceptives. So it wasn't. It wasn't chicken seasoning or beef seasoning or anything. Now, see, I didn't really like that because I was really wanting to go smoothly all the way through, but it just didn't work out. So we're just gonna do one more little sort of drizzle of yellow. We're just gonna do a line. I just wanted to get one more. I'm just gonna kind of leave that. We're not gonna totally connect this thing because, okay, wait. See, now we want to go from more to less. All right, so we're gonna do one more line there. See, this is painting. People might call it art. If you want to call it art, you can call it art, but don't say art here. Oh, I said it here. See, I put 3 over here. I didn't put 3 over there. So I was worried about going through that orange. It worked out. See, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I was thinking maybe put some more yellow, but yeah, we'll put some more yellow. So then, yeah, so didn't hear from Polly again until she needed help moving. What's weird is like when I don't even remember this painting at her house, at her apartment. So maybe she ganked it and she used it for moving payments, or I don't know. That's fine. I love it. I like it a lot. Just gonna do a couple more things. I just wanted to give these, since we have this yellow out, I thought it'd be fun to add some more yellow. Yellow's happiness, so I feel like there's not enough yellow in the painting besides the peas. So I'm just gonna put some, just in this outer layer. Because it's simple, you get globular and you just lay it on. So yeah, I guess she only needed me for laundry, a ride, and for moving, because that was the entirety of our relationship. But apparently, since The other girl, their friends, the chocolatier, I guess since they were going to be living together, maybe they were going to be polyamorous together. I don't know. Maybe we were just going to... They didn't have room for me, so I was okay with that because I had my fair share of Desert Rave. I took that Desert Rave punch card and I threw it in Lake Mead because Lake Mead was on the way home. So I symbolically got out of the car and I threw that sucker. They probably found it by now since those lake levels have gone down. I could probably go back and get that punch card. But I never went to 9 more raves, so I wouldn't even have gotten the 11th rave free anyway, so. And knowing my luck, the 11th rave wouldn't even been free. It would have only been like 50% off or something. Which would have been $10, which still, maybe if they had those curiously strong mints, I'd be okay with, but you know, I spent $40 on a punch card Desert Rave. Well, no, okay, I had fun. I had lots of fun. I thought I was gonna get taken by a skinwalker. I thought I was gonna die of dehydration and starvation, but I sure did have fun, so it was worth it in the end, folks. And this episode, although epic, I think approaching 4 hours. It's way beyond X-Files episode we were originally talking about. Way long ago. It's like 3 hours ago we were talking about that. So once again, I mean, I really thank you for joining us. This is the 3rd episode. Crazy that we've already done 3. Just want to step back because, once again, problems with technology, man. So we're gonna shimmy on through. Look at that though. See, that's even way better than I even was dreaming of originally. See, that's how it's cool. You just things will just go, just pop in there, just pop in, man. Just pop lock in there. So, all right, so here we go. I'm gonna try to get you a full view of this sucker. Peanut butter, you got? Oh wait, the double tape, the double-sided tape. See, that's how secure this sucker was. Alright, so, see, peanut butter was hanging out. She was hanging on the pane. She was hanging on. You take off this double-sided. Oh, see, hear that? Double-sided tape's pretty strong. Oh no, peanut butter, help! I'm coming, girls, I got ya! There we go. So, see? I think that's the HBO theme. I was doing American Gladiators before, but boom. So there we go. We brought some color and we made the happiness even more freaking happy. So this is going back where it belongs. There we go. The studio is complete. So see, look how high this sucker was. See how it comes down like that? Boom. So how was that episode, peanut butter? That was daunting. That was a daunting task. But look at that. It's just so much more than I ever thought it was going to be. You know, and at some point we're going to have fun with these things. I don't even know what those are, but we're going to put some paint on them because we're going to paint the world, baby. All right, so now a little surprise. I'm just going to give you a little sneak preview for episode 4. We're going to pay tribute to... Oh, he was a hero of mine growing up. I know there's been some controversy in recent times, but it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, everybody deserves a second chance, third, fourth, fifth chance sometimes. So we're gonna cover one hero of mine. You know, he's a good guy. He really is. Loves a lot of charity. We're talking about Guinness records again. Well, this guy has given the most. Make a wish. Wishes ever. He's done like 500,000 or something like that. It's like, you know, at least if you're on your deathbed, you can at least meet John Cena. So, see all these? He's had many different logos. Even on the back, see, there's a lot of the same ones, but we're gonna choose which one we'll do. Is it gonna be that one? Is it gonna be this one? I can't do a hand like that. It could end up looking, see, maybe we could do that hand. It'll end up looking phallic or something, or dirty. Might get a mark or pulled or something. What I was thinking was this one. This one is cool because it's got some patterns and things, got some simple shapes, got some cool colors. I like the colors. So, but you never know. So tune in to episode 4. John Cena, the John Cena episode. And remember, folks, happiness never decreases for being shared. Say goodbye to everyone, peanut butter, and we'll see you in episode 4, John Cena episode.